So, have you ever stopped to think about this? You can buy a watch for basically nothing, right? Less than a cup of chai. Or you could spend the price of a fancy apartment on one. But here's the crazy part, they both do the exact same thing. So, what is going on? What's the real difference?
I mean, just look at this. On one side, a 10 rupee watch. On the other, a 1 crore watch. And when you get right down to it, they both tell you it's 3 o'clock. It is the same basic function. It's a total paradox, and that's what we're going to unpack today.
Okay, let's really get into it. We're going to go on a little journey up what I like to call the ladder of value. With every single step up in price, we're going to figure out what that extra money really buys you. And trust me, it's about a lot more than just telling time. So our journey starts at the very, very bottom of the ladder. Down here, watches are really all about two things: just getting a simple job done, and let's be honest, for a lot of us, a huge hit of nostalgia. This is that watch, isn't it? The one you probably cried for at a street market when you were a kid. The build quality is, well, it's awful. There's a perfect saying for it: if it works, it'll go to the moon. Otherwise, it won't even last till the evening. You're not buying quality here. You're literally buying a memory. And then you've got the 50 rupee watch. Now, what's so funny about this one is its real purpose. You've seen these, right? Just floating around in a bucket of water at a market stall. They're basically indestructible, but you don't really wear it. It's more of a showpiece. It's a weird waterproof trophy of its own resilience. All right, let's take our first big step up that ladder. This is the point where watches stop being just simple time tellers and they start turning into actual pieces of technology. And this is where you can really see the first major leap. Once you hit that 500 rupee mark, your money suddenly starts buying you real, tangible upgrades. We're talking about going from cheap plastic to stainless steel, from a basic strap to high-quality rubber. And most importantly, you start seeing some unique tech, like that 5-oak watch that uses magnetic balls instead of hands. Pretty cool, right? For about 1,000 rupees, you can get yourself a legend, the classic Casio Digital. This is a real piece of history for your wrist. It's solid stainless steel, it's waterproof, and it adds a bunch of genuinely useful features. This is where it stops being a toy and becomes a reliable, everyday tool. So, as you can see, the price jumps in this tech category are all about an explosion of new features. At 5,000 rupees, you're not just getting a watch, you're getting a full-blown Android device, a mini smartphone on your wrist with its own SIM card, its own app store, a camera. You can even make UPI payments with it. Then, once you hit 10,000, the technology starts getting really clever. It's not just about cramming in features anymore. It's about solving problems. This watch tackles convenience by hiding a pair of wireless earbuds right inside the watch face. It's your watch, your fitness tracker, and your music player, all in one neat package. Okay, get ready because we are about to take a massive leap up the ladder. We're leaving the world of gadgets and features behind. The whole conversation changes now. It's no longer about what a watch does, but what a watch is. Welcome to the world of luxury. And this right here, this is the fundamental turning point. Once we get to this Rado watch, priced at 2.5 lakhs, the whole set of questions we ask just flips. We stop asking, what cool new features does it have? And we start asking, okay, what is this made of? Who made it? And what's their story?
You know, the Rado is actually functionally very simple. It tells the time and the date. That's it. But its value comes from its materials. This incredible high-tech ceramic that stays glossy and looks brand new for years. It's in the 4 real diamonds on its face, and it's in the heritage of a Swiss brand that actually invented the world's first scratch-proof watch. That's what you're paying for. And here we are. We've reached the very top of our ladder. At this level, a watch isn't a tool anymore. It's not even just a piece of expensive jewelry. It has become a powerful, silent statement about who you are and what you've accomplished. And there's no better example of this than Rolex. When you buy a Rolex, you're not just buying a brand name. You are buying into a century of game-changing innovation. This is the company that almost 100 years ago basically invented the modern automatic, water-resistant wristwatch as we know it today. Yeah, you are reading that number correctly, 17.8 million US dollars. That's how much a single vintage Rolex sold for at an auction. This just proves that these things aren't just accessories. They are serious, high-value assets that can actually make you money over time. This quote just nails it perfectly. Other watches tell you the time. These watches tell your time. That's the whole ballgame.
It's a status symbol that speaks volumes about success and achievement without you having to say a single word. So, what really goes into a 62 lakh rupee price tag? Well, it's a whole mix of things. It's the precious materials, like solid 18-karat gold. It's the insane craftsmanship of putting hundreds of tiny parts together by hand. It's the exclusivity, the long waiting lists. And of course, it's that undeniable power as a global status symbol. Okay, let's bring this all home. We've climbed this entire ladder, right? All the way from a 10 rupee piece of plastic to a 62 lakh work of art. Let's just quickly recap what we were paying for at each and every step. So when you look at it like this, it all kind of makes sense, doesn't it? The price of a watch isn't random. It directly reflects which rung of this ladder you're standing on. You start by paying for pure function, and you end up paying for pure identity. So what about that one Crore watch from the title? Well, this is where things get a little fun. It turns out that's actually an invisible, priceless prototype that some fictional Russian scientist has been working on since 1862. It's a great little joke, and maybe a good reminder that sometimes the ultimate luxury is just a really good story. And that really just leaves one final question, and this one is for you. Now that you've seen the whole spectrum, from basic utility all the way up to a statement of pure identity, what do you value most on your wrist? Is it the tech, the style, or the status? Something for you to think about. Thanks for joining me for this one.